What's going on, everybody? Big Cobzo coming at you, and I wanted to make a quick video because I had a discussion with someone a couple weeks ago, and this person told me that they carry their gun cold, meaning that they not have a round chambered, um, which I personally find baffling, to say the least. Um, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So, for the record, I carry my weapon hot both at work, which we're required to do, and my personal carry. This one is unloaded, by the way, clear for those of you that might be wondering if I'm being safe or not. And um, it just defeats the purpose to me to carry a cold weapon because that's an extra step that you have to do to get the gun up and running. Now, I would imagine that most people who carry a firearm are not hoping or looking forward to ever having to use it. That's the idea. The idea of carrying a firearm is having it and not needing it, as opposed to needing it and not having it. And I hope I never have to pull the trigger, either on the job or in my personal life. But if I do have to pull the trigger, I the last thing I need to think about is, did I chamber around? Is there one in it? Is one, too much? Plus, again, like I mentioned, that's the extra step, because now what you have to do is, once you draw your weapon, you have to rack around and get it running. Now, if you're super proficient and you're a gunfighter and you go to the range every week, and um, that could possibly be one instance that maybe I just don't understand, and I doubt very seriously that if we were side by side at a range with a target and someone hit a buzzer or whatever, blew a whistle signaling for us to draw and fire, I doubt very seriously, unless you're a professional. There are some professional shooters out there, and they can get a bunch of rounds off, but they're using revolvers. They're not using semi-automatics. But if there's two of us and we pull and draw and shoot, I'm going to get a round off before you do, because you still have to rack around to get the gun running. And you also increase the chances of having a malfunction, right? So I don't I don't understand why somebody would do that, and I don't agree with it. But to each his own. I'm not one to tell somebody what to do, but in the instance that you need your gun and need to be able to defend yourself or your family, that would be a terrible time to find out that you probably should have had a round chamber. The other advantage to that is, so for instance, with my gun, I have the M&P Shield Smith & Wesson Compact. It's a single stack, holds 8 rounds in the magazine. Well, the advantage to chambering a round is I can chamber a round, put another round in the magazine, and actually have 9 rounds. So that gives me a little bit, a one bullet advantage. Guys, I should never have to use a whole magazine for anything other than shooting at the range. I don't go to locations where it's a high probability that I'm gonna have to use my gun. And if so, I just can't envision a scenario where I would be in some kind of prolonged gunfight with somebody. But that's my take. Let me know what you think. Please leave some comments below, one way or the other. And make sure that you hit the subscribe button there, so that every time I release a new video, you get it. And like I said, guys, please hit me up with some ideas on things that you would like for me to talk about in regards to security, fitness, and nutrition. All right, everybody, stay safe out there.